Hello, everyone. Kerry here in the Guelph office of the church, and it's wonderful to see faces, smiles, um, so many familiar friends and family. It's a delight to be with you all in this new format. And I want to congratulate you actually because the approach to join this gathering is something out of the ordinary for us all. And a year ago, it would not have even been conceived that this would be the means by which we would be gathering for our conference. This is a special CEM online conference, and I'm thankful for your courage to come and be with us today. I want to share some words with you, but before I do that, I want to thank everyone who has been engaged in the planning and the implementation of that which we're experiencing right now. I'm thankful for the mystery guests which shared with us today, which were in some cases longtime friends that each of you have made from years past. I want to thank certainly the technical people who have been working with you to hopefully have everyone online for voting and to take part in the common consent part of our conference today. And I want to thank Sean for the meditation which he just provided, which was meaningful to me in the stresses of running a conference. So thank you. Some words I'd like to share with you. In the 7 months since we responsibly chose to discontinue gathering in person in our congregations and in our camps, the life of our Canadian Canada East Mission Center has continued to be vibrant through the months of our collective experienced pandemic uncertainty. Limited in-person connections have been transformed in many ways, some through new online forms, but also through a resurgence of meaningful phone conversations and surprise mailings that have come to people. In our yearning for connection, we create thank you for your brilliance, combined with your actions to reach out and bless one another. Are we not now more aware of the breadth of our Canadian and global faith community? We have shared in over 100 Zoom camping events and numerous congregational events. We have joined with the UK in peace forums. We have toured historic sites online, and we have been linked to innovative ministries and conversations. An explosion of on-screen services have been experienced with guest ministry from across the globe, hosted by congregations both urban and rural. New relationships have been formed. Sacred community has flourished. As we begin our assembly and sessions of business today, I wanted to bring a land acknowledgement to us all. We honor with gratitude the Indigenous lands that we each occupy. And where my home is situated in Midland, I acknowledge that I live on land which is the traditional and treaty territory of the Anishinaabeg and Huron-Wendat, now known as the Chippewa Tri-Council. And we pray that our blessing will be more than words.
I truly want to acknowledge, especially this year, the contributions of the vast number of volunteers that we have across our mission center, those in congregations, those who have been working throughout the year on the campgrounds, even though they have not been open. There has been challenges in those particular areas as well. For those who have been just taking care of our own with the various challenges and struggles that are coming forward with the mental health and the with the various circumstances that people face this year when we are dealing with employment issues and stay-at-home matters and not seeing loved ones. There has been a great deal of care that has been shared one with another throughout this year. And so all of you, pastors, and the list that's before you shows the great number of different roles that we take part in as Community of Christ, and enabling others to feel like they are part of our community and belong. Also, I would like to remember those who have passed on in this past year. We have numerous individuals, and it seemed even more prevalent in the numbers of those that we were remembering that were posted in the newsletters. And they are people of our legacy who have shared their vision, who have sacrificed, who have been those who have built the churches that we worship in, whose testimonies have vibrantly enabled many to find our community. And so we're thankful for each of those, and our lives are blessed by what they have contributed over the years to our faith community, to their families, and to their community. And we want to celebrate with you the many touch points in your lives where celebrations have occurred, whether it's the birth of children or the anniversaries that are recognizing people from 60, 70 years of being together, and the ages of individuals in their senior years, which more of us are becoming acquainted with those ages. Thank you for being with us. We celebrate with you. We honor you. You are part of our community. And I also want to recognize our staff that has been part of the ongoing work of our mission in Canada East. Each has contributed greatly to the life and blessed us in our community. There is one new name on this that I want to acknowledge, and her name is Elsie Vida, and she is a accounting support specialist in the office, and many have not met her, and she, from what Dar has shared, is contributing greatly to the infrastructure of our financial business within our mission center. Thank you. And this year we have had so much communication that has been going through because we have not been meeting in person. The newsletters that have been shared and the website, which has been updated, have been wonderful to keep us in touch and to enable us to see the events and services and such that we have the opportunity to participate in. And so our newsletters, the What's Up newsletter, the Mission Expressions newsletter, have been ones which you have shared, even the life of your congregation and various happenings, and kept us all in touch. Thank you for your contributions as well, and for those who are working to make that visible for you in our community. We also, on our website, have a portal that was put together for this conference called, well, which is cemconference.ca. And that portal is one where you can see reports from this particular year that is closing quickly. And there are several videos that have been prepared. And this is the year where new forms of communication are emerging in our midst as people are becoming more familiar with how to communicate online. And so take a look at some of these reports. They are amazing. The videos just, show the expertise of numerous people in our midst. Thank you for each one and for all of these different program areas where we have engaged ourselves as volunteers, where we have supported with our financial means, and the communities that are impacted by the efforts of each of us, even in online and other ways of being with them. And so you can see that there is much that is happening. Each of these has been in transition this year as a result of changes. And I just celebrate with them as they have been able to transform what they were doing into the times in which we are living right now. And I have great joy in the new congregations that have emerged in our mission center in the last year and a half. And these congregations have emerged out of very challenging circumstances and discernment processes. It's not easy to open new congregations and with the circumstances that cause us to move from one form of gathering to another. And so the ones I want to highlight are Sharing Love and Mission, which is in Chatham, The Gathering Place, which is in Brampton, Reaching Out, which is in Streetsville, which is Mississauga, and Awakening Spirituality, which is our newest online congregation, which was initiated back the beginning of July. So it's exciting. I'm overjoyed to have each of these groups part of our community. We are thankful for each one for the roles that they engage in at this conference. And even though Art Smith, our field apostle, is not with us, I just want to make an acknowledgement of his presence in our mission center. Art has been a visionary, an advocate, a mentor to each of us, to our leadership, to me, to members individually. He has a unique means of ministry through social media and through his own personal touch. And I just want to really express gratitude for the ministry which Art brings to all of us in our mission center. So I have some remarks I'd like to make about the theme for our Mission Center conference, which is Disciples and Seekers Blessing Sacred Community. And if I might share that this theme is one that is derived from Community of Christ scriptures and also from Community of Christ connections within the church and our personal engagements beyond our traditional religious settings. This quest for engagement in lives of others in ecumenical and interfaith and also in interspiritual dimensions of our world has nurtured inclusivity that has nurtured transformation within our community. Our 3-third strategy in Canada is one where our third strategy is called New Expressions. And New Expressions is a strategy that blesses the emergence of wholeness from the diverse and distinctive spiritual discernments within our seeking humanity about us. And that same Spirit blesses us all. Amongst our emerging new expressions are seekers who are dedicated to exploring spiritual pathways to the divine. Many we might call church refugees who have lived within traditional faith communities yet struggled to find their place. And there are many seeker stories as they quest for meaning in their spiritual journey. I believe that the future and the soul of Community of Christ, indeed the very welfare of our faith community, is found in our spiritual practice of inclusion with diverse ecumenical and seeker communities about us. And I believe that Community of Christ can be a catalyst of peace and mutuality in the midst of this spectrum of faith diversity. And so we are called to enjoin disciples and seekers together in sacred community. And in this, we all are blessed. And in this calling, we embody the life and ministry of Jesus, the peaceful one. And so within these two dimensions of our faith journey, the disciples of the traditional models of our faith community, and those who are seeking in ways that differ, that are diverse, that we can come together with unity and diversity in the experience of Community of Christ. And so that is for us to contemplate today. And I appreciate the willingness of everyone to share in common consent, to share in our community experience today, in all the various dimensions of it, and look forward to our service tomorrow, that we can be enriched with the ministry of Apostle Ron Harmon, who shares on our theme for the conference. It's been a blessing to be with you, and this can continue tomorrow in our midst. May we leave with joy, and I thank you for your presence amongst us.